as well, but they are gigantic Hanwha fans at this point in time. Kingzone could be out of play, but it's going to be Karma. Similar style, similar flavor, wanting to get a whole bunch of that poke and push into this lane. And we've seen a lot of people concede to the Yuumi lanes. This is a lane that it can actually fight back.
And the Sivir has been incrementally chopped down since the last time when we had her kind of every game.
That was better than Dr. Pepper. If they did it too late, it wasn't cool.
Oh!
Dread's going to flash kick, finds Key. They want to put this lane down.
Damn!
And they do so. They want to stop this conversation about travel foods. They're all invest the flash immediately, guarantee the skill shots. As a Freaka, don't want to give this Mountain Drake away. Hanwha are going to pull the dragon out of the pit, but this is likely going to be a 50-50. Dread just doesn't even go into the pit though. Kiin is going to get murdered, and a Freaka freaks what just happened. It was a brain fade. So on is going to at least get a resonating strike over the wall, but Dread has to just safeguard back. And this two-man start from a Freaka Freaks is ambitious. So on going to dive in. Dominus up once again. Emperor's Divide goes entirely wide as the Glacial Prison comes down. Another Q is going to land. Another one isn't going to be followed as Kiin trying to lifesteal has the World Ender, but Tempt has the perfect execution. And he's going to take down the Aatrox very simply. And Hanwha, are you doing it again?
You know, Atlas, the answer is certainly not no. We're at maybe territory here for Hanwha Life because they do have the impetus on them with where the scaling is at. Afrika is saying we could still fight. I tend to disagree.
Yep, Yukal going to get himself out of position, doesn't have his ultimate, is going to flash. The final chapter is going to land onto Bono, but it's not enough. Shelly isn't going to side with them either, and I don't know why Yukal was there without Narvaj. Man.
Speaking of hurting, I mean, Hanwha Life is wailing away on this turret.
Yep, they should be able to grab that one as well, as this Mountain Drake is what Afrika Freaks are looking for. Dread is very low, though.
What are we doing, Afrika? We're doing nothing. We're doing a lot of nothing.
Yep, Dread is pushing in the mid lane. So on is pushing in the top lane, and then they go for the desperation play. Good stopwatch there from Dread. But I have a feeling he's going to be dead immediately after this, and he is. Sungyun is going to pick up that kill, and
Hanwha Life drags long enough, so they're trying to stop the Drake.
And Afrika Freaks are obliging them with a mid-game team fight. Dread finds himself in the pit once again, wants to go for the 50-50. He's going to steal it, and over the wall goes Tempt. He's at least able to grab that one, but so on. Very, very low. Kiin wants to use the World Ender, but now it's a double kill for the Akali. Emperor's Divide does land that time. One more order, not enough. And Tempt is going to live. What is it with this week and Akali's? Hanwha Life even able to make it look good, and this is getting towards decent lead territory.
Whoa, okay, where's the communication at?
Well, he's on the hunt. They're going to look for it. It's going to be Yukal having to flash immediately, though, and this is just a disaster. The piercing arrow finds him in the darkness, and now Soan has found Kiin. The World Ender is a little bit of a sheepish one, as the Afrika Freaks just throw their mid laner at Hanwha Life and possibly give them a Baron.
They chucked 3 control wards into the same brush as they're trying to face check Baron. Are they just not talking at all?
Maybe not anymore after how this early game has gone. Hanwha Life wondering how they're getting so lucky, as Tempt is going to dive into the backline. There's the ulti. Is going to go into the Shroud now as Dread has to get the hell out of there. Flash defensively, and another Q is going to land for about a bajillion damage, technical term, for how much that did. This Varus is in his moment to shine, and the Afrika Freaks are just stacking on top of him. Look at this piercing arrow damage. Why, though?
Somebody stop these Qs. They are absolutely obliterating multiple health bars. The why of this series perhaps shouldn't be asked at this present moment, but it's been a thoroughly insipid performance so far. However, it's a triangle of their own.
Yeah, Yukal looking to get out of there. Oh, that sidestep was so sexy from Soan. And the Sun Turret goes down just to watch its master die.
Or what I believe.
Yep, as he walked around the corner there, is on the hunt once again, but I feel like this is just inting faster as the final chapter does come in. It's a good dodge with the you and me. It's Kiin over the top. We're looking for the 50-50. We're not going to get it. It was only an Aatrox that was in that pit. No Dread to be seen. He was already dead, and Soan has found more. The kitty cat left on her own is going to be murdered on top of that book. And Hanwha Life are going to sign their names as they push down the mid lane.
Kiin's considering joining Hanwha Life. No, took the other direction. He's going to go back to the Afrika side.
Are we defecting once again?
I mean, maybe for this series at least, it's consideration. Hanwha Life looking to make it all about them, to Knock KT to relegations with any victory today, and, well, Amon lost all of his health. Oh, that one missed.
Oh, there's the ultimate, just the edge.
That means the
Aiming's
Q.
gonna get out of the way, but Chaos Crucible was decent. But aiming doesn't have enough buttons. He is able to survive for much longer than expected, but the turret not going to be so lucky. Backflip comes down, tempt. Damn, these 5-point strikes are hurting so much from the Akali. Afrika Freaks relegated to their fountain, and now the inhibitors are going to start falling. Hail of arrows. There's another ultimate to fly forward. Glacial Prison is decent, as On the Hunt is gleaned from that particular ult.
So frustrating trying to close the game with their lack of range, though. Even on hit Varus, not fantastic in a siege spot, so they're going to have to try and force something.
Yep, last chapter comes down, another Chains of Corruption. I swear, it's been basically a team fight since the last one, has 2 kills with 1 arrow. The Nexus turret number 2 going to go down. The rest of Hanwha Life are just trying to mop up some kills. We'll make that a triple as aiming. Can you donate the pentakill to Songyun? Your Nexus ain't going to survive long enough, and Hanwha Life are going to do it again.
Hanwha Life just dumpstered playoffs bound Afrika Freaks LCK Summer 2019. Songyun's dad feels pretty hyped about all of it. He's cheering.
Damn right.
On the right of the screen. What a performance there on the side of Hanwha Life, and may only be looking for a mid laner. It's going to be the Rise versus Azir. Definitely a long-time matchup, but I don't know if we've seen it with the newest colors of the Rise when it comes to this particular 1v1, so I'm interested to watch it. A lot of AoE damage coming through, but not as much ability.
Yep, potential dive come in here as there's the flash from Yukal. Doesn't land the E first, but Temp may still be dead. No, he's going to be able to pick up the shield from the shifting sands. Let's see if Kiin is going to be more lucky as so on. That is huge damage from the Q, and the healing is fantastic. Bono grabs first blood. Doesn't work for Afrika, definitely works for Hanwha. Bottom side's turn.
Side of Afrika as Yukal face checks.
Yep, Dread is going to be here though. Abducts over the wall. The Abscond is going to land. Tempt trying to get in here in time. Aftershock is now down as they're looking for Yukal. He gets pushed off his Realm Warp into the open arms of the bottom lane of Hanwha Life. Gets over the wall with the Blast Cone, but he's in enemy territory as Bono's going to find him. Tempt ends up locking down the kill though, and now Dread into the back line, tries to take the lantern, has to use it. He's going to get out, but that is 2 kills now for Hanwha. Gigantic. I loved the Emperor's Divide, though. Looked like it missed, but it just denied any exit. As in goes the Afrika Freaks, with so much damage onto Senin. Bono's going to go down first, though. Teleport invested here from Yukal. Using that, I believe, just to get back. Available for the Aatrox either, as he's going to move back in. Ruthless Predator, someone's looking for it, finds it. There is Dread, looking to get in. Flash already used by Bono. Kiin is going to go down first, but can Bono be the follow-up kill? Aftershock kept him alive for so much longer, as now someone's looking to follow. There it is, and he is the Ruthless Predator, culling the Meek in the top lane.
Good shot calling, spot lane.
Yep, aiming, gonna pick one up. The culling's there, but the minion wave come out. A lot of vision available for the Afrika Freaks. Armor with a bit as well. Another teleport going to be invested. Can it actually be some huge 4-man Empress Divide? That is Tempt dictating the pace of this game. Dread finds himself in the backline. Senin throws out a lantern, saves Dread's life, but Shelly should be taken. Hanwha haven't suffered a casualty yet, and that's going to continue to be the fact. Tempt following after Dread, and the Sand Soldiers unrelenting onto this Silas. He's in enemy territory, lands the Abscond, and is able to take down the Azir, but he'll suffer his life for the cost. All right, Hanwha Life desperate for this dragon to actually go back into the pit and calm down so they can establish position. It is going to be the 50-50. It's taken by Kiin, of all people. The culling onto Bono, but he's pretty tanky, as now someone will kill Senin. But they'll trade it double Infernal now for the Afrika Freaks, and they only have to give away their threat. But the Afrika Freaks do have some really great Drakes, as there's an Emperor's Divide. Tempt starting this fight off. Not quite with the backup coming quite in time, as Dread does get into the Realm Warp, but is it going to be enough? They should be able to take the turret at least, as Shelly is going to be taken out of the back pocket. High value piercing arrow, as there's the ult, aiming immediately, is going to cleanse it though, as so on. Looking for the back line, doesn't use too much. As here's the fight, Chains of Corruption, high value, but finally Bono has found himself a smite. Dread goes golden, Bono does exactly the same, as Key can't get any value, but Bono's able to get the kill onto Dread. Afrika now starting this fight as it's the Thunderdome for Kiin. Double flashes. A lot of respect for the top laner of the Afrika.
Got some good pick turn. This is something where Afrika should actually take a deep breath, unlikely Humble Life will try to finish this one, so they should have a lot of time here.
Well, Dread is going to grab the ultimate. We've got a teleport out of Kiin as now Hanwha, they want to take this fight. Realm Warp right into the back of the pit, but the stun is going to come forward. Renekton is the one that takes the Baron somehow, but Kiin found himself in the pit. Emperor's Divide is decent, but it's only onto Dread, and Azir will be falling down, and now we've got that Thunderdome scenario immediately. Everyone exiting. Blast Cone is good as Sangyun finds himself 1v1 against Kiin. Not a position he wants to do. Barons are alive.
Run,
as
Sangyun!
trying to get out.
He's fast.
Yeah, Yukal finds the right position. At some point is now Tempt is being fought off. Now looking for the fight, gets the flash. Emperor's Divide, they find the Lucian, and Tempt turns a bad situation into an amazing one. Scoops up the AD carry and says, let's go, boys.
The moment I saw the Zonias, I knew he was looking for initiations, but that one was next level. Tempt is just YOLOing on anyone who looks at him funny. I think everyone needs to soften their eyes when Tempt's around.
Yep. I love this from Hanwha Life. They're able to bait so effectively. It's like, oh yeah, we're a 7th, 8th place team. I mean, we're 8th, 9th place team. We could definitely just make a really bad choice. And then Tempt walks on by as if he was caught out and turns it around entirely. That's going to spell inhibitor potentially, but definitely inhibitor turret. As in they go, they find the piercing arrow. Senate not going to get stunned up, and that is a very golden man in the middle of the fight. But Dread is going to be taken down after that moment. And now Kiin is fighting against 3 people. Not sure whether it's going to be good enough. The healing's pretty huge, though. Flashes forward, gets the Varus, the culling in celebration of what the top laner was able to do for the Afrika Freaks, but now Hanwha once again find themselves with the yakety sax music playing. Oh, Tempt's dead. Oh, the vision there as Kiin's going to walk in. Gets a cute little knockup. Very, very dead is the Azir. Used an E in order to get there. An ult's going to whip yet again, though, and that's a hook landing onto the Crocodile. Tenon explodes in the front line as Redemption does so much healing. Chains of Corruption was hijacked, though. Gets a lot of value as Tempt goes golden with his Zonyas and has to get out of there. The Varus once again in a horrible position as so on. Just looking to be the sacrificial lamb as Key gets knocked up, but does have a Dark Binding in order to stave off the Aatrox. And now Afrika Freaks, I think you're right, Papa Smithy. They're going to move towards the spot. Could be good news here as Aiming's going to move on over. Ardent Blaze not going to find the target. That doesn't really matter. Kiin's found the flank. Gets into the backline, looks for the knockups. Key is going to look for the stun, but he's not going to quite get there. Bono not able to get out, but the redemption is huge. Finally, the ultimate comes down from Tempt, and it is Senon that's fallen. Sangyun gets out of the way of Aiming, and he hits the ward. Oh, no! The Elder Drake has been started. We're looking for a reset here as So1 is over the wall, and he can't press Q fast enough. Dread takes down the Crocodile. Kiin might have his Guardian Angel popped from a very angry Elder Drake. As the ward comes in, teleports go down, but it's not fast enough. Afrika Freaks take the Elder.
Oh boy, we got a deep TP, a triple way pincer.
Yep, we're looking for it. Kiin gonna get stopped there by Bono, but he can get over the wall with the Umbral Dash, and Sangyun in such a precarious spot. Not gonna be stopping that gigantic Aatrox, but no! Oh, the flash is gonna be utilized. Down goes the Varus, another Emperor's Divide, but that is right into the open arms of the Aatrox, who is flapping his way down the top lane, looking for this comeback victory against Hanwha Life.
Kiin's been waiting for a moment to shine in this series. He had a couple of back-to-back team fights that he looked great in. We're going to a game 3. So much on the line. Not lost on the Afrika Freaks members in game number 2.
Yeah, these Nexus turrets are evaporating. You're exactly right, Papa. Afrika Freaks will be able to take down this Nexus. Oh man, remember, their race is against Gen G in order to get themselves further up these standings. This is their last match. Maybe then hoping for a 2-1.
The murmurs continue. Is he really? He's gonna do it!
Oh, thank God! We've been baited all season. I wasn't ready to believe in the hover, but we've done it. Afrika Freaks lock away Dread's signature pick. We've got signature picks all over. We're going late, is what Hanwha was saying.
We got Scoops, we got Hemoplagues, and we've got that Lamb's Respite. Definitely going to be a target on that one from the Azir, but if Azir ain't scooping, Lamb's Respite actually seems very likely to persist and be the involvement. Potentially look for a catch here. Yeah.
Aiming and sending in a worrying scenario as there's the dredge line. They look for Key, aiming a fair bit of damage, and he does manage to get those stacks in, but Key has to flash to get himself out of the way. Bono is distracted by a blue buff, and Afrika are just continuing. Bono has to flash. The flash forward from aiming. They find the Q. Aiming finds the kill, and a damn blue buff given over to aiming. That's right, he says. So he says after he takes the blue.
끝났다. 뭐야. 홀리씨.
We got the translation. I believe he said, "Holy shush."
Yes, I think that's a direct Atlas quote.
Yeah, but even with that possibility of communication, Afrika could still mess it up.
Hook is going to land. All three of them are down here. Yep,
They messed it up.
throws his life away. As Dread, he's soloing down the Infernal Drake, and he's the right stacks on his man immune. Bono comes down, and spotted by aiming. Killer Instinct is going to come in and just pops him. See you later, Spider Lady. You're not playing the game anymore this time around. Wow, that's too long. Hook is going to land here on the 7. They get the play. They get the flash out of him as well. His depth charge comes forward. Aftershock is decent, but all the C is going to be there. Sorry, CC. Nautilus is dead. Not able to get the pickoffs just yet as Key. Taking a lot, but someone gets in there. Okay, he's just going to die. Great timing. Seismic shove there from UCal.
Baron we go. Its health bar will explode because aiming is Kai'Sa and Kindred is pretty fast. That's not Baron.
Yep, Bono's going to make his way over here. It's going to be pretty late that Afrika find out that they are there, but it doesn't matter. The Baron is dead so damn fast, Wannabill. It's a harsh one. Yep. Weave as well comes out yet again as Dread does have the ultimate available. The lifeline does come down. He gets booped off it. Flashes to get back on top. Tempt almost gets solo, but is able to get that kill onto Dread. A huge confidence boost here for Hanwha. Dread, like you say, has turned back up again. Shock blasts flying through in the siege of this Afrika squad. Pretty considerable, actually.
Be respectful. Feathers of sand soldiers. There is still threat here from Hanwha Life.
Well, there's the flash play. Respectful of that is a difficult one. And no Lamb's Respite, no life for Dread. The cooldown just about to come back up, but it's not actually there.
See the difficulty. They can't just make the set piece play. They've got them all those free turrets. They will eventually get the inhibitor. They're taking losses in doing so. This is very much a gold lead.
The team is just in the
spotted
base.
on a control ward too.
Yep, spotted on another control ward now. And Afrika, they are going to have first roam to get on over here. Can they find it? Dredgeline doesn't find the mark as there's the Sanguine Pool. We've thrown in the Lantern, but it's too far for So1 to get back. Oh, he flashes onto it. Picks that one up, but at least dies as an afterthought. No Void Seeker, but that one would have killed So1. Remember, this is AP Kai'Sa. And Afrika Freaks, despite the fact that they weren't able to kill So1, they were still able to get the pick they were looking for, and now are in once again a siege scenario. Composition works so well in that regard, especially now that they have double Mountain Drake. Dread almost doesn't have his line reduction. Yeah.
Now, of course, it's way later in the game. You need a lot more gold to do it, but I'm feeling pretty visceral here as there's that wall.
Yeah, UCal's going to jump off it, just trying to get them onto split up territory, and in the space of the CC bar, Tempt trying to get out as well as do some damage. He's unable to. Dread locks down that kill, and it looks like Afrika Freaks have done it. They've kept their playoff dreams alive. Dread is going to murder himself, but he's just having fun. He's on his favorite champion. Aiming needed that big shield as the Ignite ticks down, but Kiin, he keeps his wits around him, and they will be able to take down the Nexus. A 2-1 victory is pivotal here for the Afrika Freaks. They're now desperately hoping that Gen G, man, the playoffs are still well and truly up in the air, apart from the fact that we have said goodbye to Kingzone.
Kingzone out. Hanwha Live still in relegation battle against KT, but tomorrow answers a lot of questions. If KT rolls to beat Kingzone, then Hanwha Live has to beat Griffin. Gets tricky there. Sandbox by SKT.